Hey, what's going on, guys? So today we're talking about this card right here, Maxi, Maximus C. We're talking about Maxi is because this guy right here, Chester Hawk Henson, just made it through. He is your North American WCQ winner. Now, as you can see, the most updated article on the North American WCQ is the top 32 pairings. Finale just occurred, and Chester Hawk Henson right here, he made it through 13 rounds of Swiss to get to the top 32, and then made it through 5 more rounds in the big tournament to be victorious. Congratulations go out to him. More on the North American WCQ later in the week, but the reason I'm making this video, and the reason it's kind of like an impromptu video where like just this is on the screen, is because recently I read a blog on Animo, which this video will probably be posted onto, and it was talking about Ghost Ogre being the best hand trap in the game, and I was like, I don't even think that's close. Like, no, Maxi is circumstantial. There's just so many decks that need a special summon like 4 or 5 times to function properly. Take a random deck ABC. You know, you got Photon Thrasher, you got A. Let's say you hangers up, so you equip B. You got C in hand. You got Tsukiyomi. You detach, and you got ABC Buster Dragon. That's 4 times. That's just a normal functioning, nothing special kind of hand, and that's 4 cards you could have drawn off Max Z. The reason why Max Z has relation with the North American WCQ is because Chester was taking on Roland Fang. Roland Fang went first. Um, just destroyed him. He powered through him, easy scoops. You know, Chester scooped after first turn. Roland was playing Pure Zoo. Chester was playing True Draco Zoo. So Chester goes second. He dominates. He does some crazy, cool, powerful things. Go to Roland's turn. He scoops. He scoops. So we have 2 turns total, essentially. You gotta imagine you're in what's his last name? Fang's situation, and like you just won the die roll in the final of the North American WCQ. Like you're about to win the North American WCQ in this format. The only way you're probably not is if your opponent opens like 5 hand traps or 1 specific hand trap, and you don't open any way around that. And that specific hand trap was Max C, and Chester did open the Max C. And Roland's hand, I don't remember exactly what it was, but it was like Twin Twisters, My Body, Barrage, maybe a Tenki, and Imperial Order. So you're talking about Barrage doing Zodiac combo stuff and ending with a My Body, Imperial Order, Trident, and another random card that could potentially be an Ash Blossom or a Ghost Ogre. That's insanely difficult to out. Barrage was activated. Barrage targeted itself. I don't think Fang had Tenki. I don't remember what the 5th card was. I don't think it was Tenki. Barrage activated. Barrage targeted himself. Chester chained Max C. Fang summoned Ram Ram and passed. So that's a really good way to like start off talking about this card. Is yeah, Max C is always a 1-for-1 at the very least. When it was at 3 and it was at 2, the card you still had to play around. But now Max C's at 1, and a lot of people don't like it at 1 because if you take a look at like the cards that are just limited, what do they all kind of feel like they have in common? Like, especially when you ignore the monsters, maybe not Rescue Rabbit. He kind of feels like that way. Maxi obviously does. The extra deck monster is a little bit different. But cards like Raigeki, Soul Charge, um, you got cards like Torrential Tribute, where is it? Imperial Order, Solemn Warning, Skill Drain, Macrocosmos, Defissure. What are they all? When you think of those cards, if you had to pick like one word to describe them, what would it be? Dacky, win conditions. Or that's 3 words. The reason, and Maxi, in my opinion, is included in that. It's a sacky win condition because against most decks, and this is actually what I said on the Animio chat, was like, Ghost Ogre is great. I agree, especially this format. You can destroy Trident, you can destroy Diagram. There's so many things that card can hit. It's busted right now. But Max C is a win condition against some decks. Should Max C be here or should Max C be here? Because you look at these cards, a lot of these cards have similar feelings where they're sacky win conditions. Where if you draw them and you see them, you just win because of how powerful they are. And Max C, in my opinion, is in that status. I wanted to like remind people that not only did they play 13 rounds of Swiss, but top 32 is 5 rounds plus on top of that. Like most locals are like 4 or 5 rounds. So picture your longest regional ever, and then 2 more locals, all in a 2-day period against literally the top competition that you could possibly be facing. That's insane. So I'm not taking anything away from his championship at all, but I'm saying this. He probably would not have won that duel, thinking of what both players had in their hand, if he didn't draw Maxx C.
I say color t-shirt. Mama told me.